Napa Valley restaurant Toque is serving up summer on a plate. Here to share more about their season's freshest flavors, including a special truffle menu, is Chef Ken Frank. Chef Ken, thanks for being here again at Live in the Bay.
Great to be back.
We are always so happy to see you. You always bring the freshest flavors, and you brought us all these vegetables today. So I want to dive right in and talk about what we should be looking for at the farmer's market.
Well, you know, we're so spoiled in California year-round, but this time of year, it's embarrassing. I mean, everything that grows here. Everything is ripe. Everything is in season. Obviously, tomatoes. You know, you shouldn't be eating a tomato sandwich in January, but you should eat them every day right now while they're good. So I brought a couple of my favorite things that are in the market right now that if you live in the Bay Area, you might be lucky enough to find at a farmer's market.
Yeah.
You know, it's bean season. Everybody knows about green beans and yellow wax beans, but if you can find these big, broad beans, these flat green beans called Romano beans, they're the best of all the beans.
Wow, I've never seen those ones. They look big and a little bit more like, yeah, definitely flat.
They're big, but they're super tender. They've got great bean flavor. They cook in a minute. Just in a little butter with salt is all you have to do. They're just fantastic.
Delicious. I'm intrigued by these over here. What is this?
So on the wild side, those are chanterelles. We have them locally. These are from the Pacific Northwest. The season starts up there a little bit earlier. We'll have them down here by the end of the summer, and we'll have chanterelles of some kind for the next 3-4 months. One of my favorite mushrooms ever, and one of the safest to pick yourself, because there's nothing that looks remotely like it that will hurt you.
Okay.
And they're actually very, very common throughout the Northern California coastal region. Wow.
Okay, we were chatting about this in the break because obviously it's bringing a lot of attention. And tell me about this one.
So that is an Armenian cucumber. It's wrinkly. It's pale green. You can eat the entire thing, seeds, skin, and all.
Wow. How does the flavor differ from regular cucumber?
It's like regular cucumber, but better.
Okay.
It's the best of the cucumbers. The Persian ones are really good, too. These Armenians, there's one called a striped serpent that's long and kind of curled with stripes on it. That's also really good right now.
Yum, delicious.
But, you know, everything grows here, so the farmer's market is full of great little surprises like that right now.
Well, you had to create a special summer menu since we do have all this fresh, wonderful produce right here. Tell me about the special summer menu that you've created.
So we do omnivore and a vegetable tasting menu every night. And of course, the vegetable tasting menu in the summertime is just a lot of people that aren't vegetarians order it because it's just a great way to go through the abundance. We're starting the menu this week with a Mediterranean summer salad. It's got cucumbers, tomatoes. There's a little watermelon in there. Watermelon in a tomato salad is really good.
Yes.
Peaches in a tomato salad is really good too.
Wow, okay.
There's some of the Romano beans cut thin. There's some olives and peppers, and it's served with a little olive oil vinaigrette and then a Espelette peppered tzatziki. So it's really just yogurt with some Espelette pepper, which is a Basque pepper from the south of France.
Wow,
a little bit of salt. It's simple, fresh summer flavors.
Am I going to taste this?
This is your salad.
This is for me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to dive in, and while I do, I love a cucumber salad, cucumber tomato, and I love how you kind of dressed it up with the other things, but this is just the start of the menu. What are some of the other highlights as we're getting through the tasting menu?
So after this, we go into a Brentwood corn chawanmushi, because of course corn right now, especially when you get it super fresh, it's just so sweet. So it's a light Japanese custard. And then we go into a pasta dish, which is a fazzoletti, or it's the Italian word for a silk handkerchief with pesto, because pesto and basil and pine nuts right now, it's just so fresh and aromatic. And then we do potato gnocchi with 3 different wild mushrooms and, of course, fresh black truffles.
Yes, we are moving on to the star of the show. This is the highlight of the summer menu. People really love truffles.
Well, it may be summer here, but they now grow winter truffles down in Australia and Chile and New Zealand in our summertime, so we get to pair them with summer produce.
Okay.
Because otherwise, we're stuck with the produce we have in January, and wonderful as that is, I got to tell you, corn and truffles and butter is pretty hard to beat.
Yum, delish. And these are so big. Earlier, you showed them to me, and you know, right when you open the lid, I mean, the aroma. I wouldn't even say that I'm such a truffle fan, but those smelled so delicious.
There's something about the aroma of fresh truffles. It just goes straight into your brain.
What are the best dishes to make with truffles?
Well, I like to put truffles in places where they'll shine. obvious places are shaved on top of pasta because it's warm. When you shave them on top of something warm, you really wake up their perfume so you can taste them better. Shaved on top of a white pizza, they're awesome.
Ooh, delicious.
And then we also put them in our decadent truffle sandwich.
Okay.
So we serve a truffle sandwich and we put an entire ounce of fresh sliced truffles between 2 slices of Model Bakery pain de mie. We spread it with butter on the outside, and we put a tiny little smear of a French cream cheese on the inside, and then wrap it up in plastic for 2 days. And the truffle infuses into the cheese and the butter, and then we toast it. And it's absolutely the most decadent way to eat truffles that we have.
Yeah, incredible. All of this looks so fantastic. I want to ask you, what is your favorite part about creating this summer menu?
You know, just seeing things and just being spontaneous. Everything is available right now. It's stone fruits, berries, and the weather we've had this year has meant for just a great growing season. It's shaping up to be an epic vintage for Napa wines. The strawberries have been, they need long days, but they don't want too much heat. So this year's been the best strawberries we've seen in years.
In other words, the menu's going to be fantastic.
The menu writes itself.
All right, well, Chef Ken, thank you so much for joining us and sharing a little bit about this. It all looks incredible.
Thank you very much.